How has this case weighed on you in the last several years?
I can't really explain that in words, you know.
The Fruitland Police Department wants Idahoans to know it hasn't stopped looking for Michael Vaughan. The then 5-year-old known as Monkey disappeared from his home in July of 2021. Abby Davis has been following this story, and Abby, the chief, says they're still sifting through tips and conducting searches.
Jude, he says the case isn't cold even as the 4-year anniversary of Michael's disappearance approaches.
This is one of the worst case scenarios for any small city.
The disappearance of Michael Monkey Vaughan.
He is energetic, very inquisitive, loves the moon and stars.
Brandy Neal's second youngest.
He wants answers to everything. He wants to know how everything works.
Neal wears reminders of him as she tries to make sense of all that's happened since the phone call from Monkey's dad that forever changed their lives in July 2021.
He was frantic and told me he couldn't find Michael.
I'd just gotten home from work.
It's a day Fruitland Police Chief J.D. Huff will never forget either.
I received a phone call from my captain. He just explained that we had a missing child.
Huff says it soon became clear this case was different.
In those places where we would commonly see or find those children that were, lost for a little while, all of those areas had been checked, and Michael was not there. We started looking at it from the criminal aspect at that point.
And it just kind of all melds together. Just searching, the questions, the worry. It felt like the whole world just stopped. And then kept going.
Huff says they've never stopped digging. The last major breakthrough in the case was more than 2 years ago. Crews dug up suspects Stacy and Sarah Wander's backyard that sits just a few blocks from Michael's home. Police say they had credible information from someone living in the Wanderers' house the young boy's body was there. Cadaver detection dogs alerted to human remains, but none were found. You said that you guys believe he was buried in the Wanderers' backyard and then potentially moved elsewhere. Is that still the case?
That's still my belief.
The Wanderers are still suspects, so are Adrian Lucien and Brandon Shirtliff, who lived with the couple at their Red Wing Street house.
Were you involved in the disappearance of Michael Vaughan?
No.
In an interview with KTVB last year, Stacy said he didn't know anything about Michael's abduction or where the little boy is today.
I have no reason to hide anything from anybody. I'm not that type of person.
Stacy has been in and out of custody for a couple of years after pleading guilty to an unrelated gun crime, then violating conditions of his supervised release. Sarah is in prison until at least 2026 on charges of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon and destruction, alteration, or concealment of evidence unrelated to Michael's disappearance. Huff says he knows where Lucien and Shirtliff are, but wouldn't elaborate further on any of the suspects since it's an active investigation. He says he's confident the right people will one day be held accountable.
It's been said in the past that, no body, no crime. I would just tell you that I don't believe that holds water. And the only reason I say that is because with the volumes of circumstantial evidence that you can obtain.
We need that one piece, that one little piece to tell us where Michael is.
Do you have hope that they'll bring Michael home?
Yes. One way or another.
Huff believes there are people out there that know what happened to Michael or have information about his disappearance. The chief urges them to call or text this number with any tips, 208-343-COPS. You can also send an email to findmichael@fruitland.org. Jude.
Yeah, Abby, this tragedy has gripped the whole town of Fruitland. Whenever you drive through, you see all those signs and people looking for answers and closure.
Yeah, just devastating.
Yeah, thank you.